Next, we're going to show you how to create methods within your new class. Keep in mind, in one of my previous videos, I did state that inside the new class we created, I do not want to create a new main method because I want my program to only go to one spot right now when the program begins. But I do need to go over to my class now and give it some methods or variables. So notice here now how the word static is no longer present. So here is an instance where we do not have to use the word static. So we skip that phase of creating the methods here. So for this, I'm going to go here and I'll just create public, and since we don't have a static, we skip that word. And let's say we're going to return, we're not going to return anything just yet. We'll just go public void, we'll get suit. From here, this is the exact same process we used when we created a bunch of methods in one class before. Left brace, enter, and then we just make it say what we want it to say. So system.out.println, we'll say diamonds, just because it's the first thing that came to mind. So when we call to this method, it'll print out the word diamonds. I'll also set up an example here of returning something. So for example, we'll go public string deal message. Left brace, over. And I do have an error, missing return statement. Okay, so we're just going to say return cards have been dealt. That's what we want to return. And again, we're just using some real simplistic examples here early on. I'm going to do one final one that requires us to pass over information through the parameters. So let's go ahead and call on a public, we'll have it return something. We'll call it public integer count cards. And we'll have it receive a variable called integer dec, int dec. And we will return, actually let's just make it int delt, and we'll return 52 minus delt. So that's the value we'll return. So you can see that the process of building methods in another class is exactly the same, unless we have a static, then we use the word stack, but since we don't need to use it. So next we're going to show you how to call to them from that card object we made back in the other class.